It's around 7:30 a.m. It's cold as balls out here. That's why I'm in my hoodie. But lately, I've just been experimenting all the different types of workouts because I'm kind of having trouble figuring out which routine to stick to. It's like, I want a mixture of everything. A lot of people would train to build their bodies, but me, I train not only to be bigger and stronger, but also to be fast and flexible. I do my stretches, I do my cardio, and I also train on the heavy bag. Today I'm trying a new routine. So I'm starting with cardio, and I'm gonna train on the heavy bag, and then I gotta do legs. So yeah, I figured I'd probably put the camera down because the school buses were still kind of going around picking up the kids for school and all that, and you know how it is these days. You bus driver sees a guy in the neighborhood with all black and a camera on, even while he's going for a jog. Go on their walkie-talkie. Hey Becca, I don't like the looks of this guy. Should I call the cops? Anything associated with the school system nowadays. You know, a guy can't go for a walk in the neighborhood without being accused of possibly being a kidnapper or pedophile or some shit, you know, but they're all gone now, so I can get back to recording. But yeah, I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I had a hard time sleeping. I think I only got like 5 hours of sleep, which, you know, I work the night shift at my job. I work the night shift, and I do sleep in here and there, but I mean, I sleep in because I can. Alright, so now that I'm back from my jog, it's always best to stretch before you do anything that involves punching or kicking. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing right now. So I have all my gear right there. Now, there comes my dog. I got all my gear set aside for when I start practicing. For people who wonder, the martial arts that I train, the dojo that I go to, they teach us a mixture of everything, believe it or not, mainly in the style of kickboxing and Krav Maga. Yeah, there goes my dog on the couch, shaking the camera. But in the form of kickboxing and Krav Maga is usually the form of martial arts that they teach us, but it's mainly meant to be more of a self-defense class. Now, when I'm at home, I tend to mix up all my different martial arts. It's like there's something about martial arts, all the different styles. People will say boxing is better. No, taekwondo is better. No, karate's better. Me personally, I like to mix all of them up because there are different useful techniques that come with all of them. I stand in the karate pose because it leaves you least open for a takedown, unlike Muay Thai and boxing. Now, personally, I feel like if you were to choose your two martial arts just to self-defense and all that, boxing and wrestling. Boxing and wrestling would probably be the best way to go. I do want to learn all the different martial art styles, but boxing and wrestling are probably the two greatest martial arts for self-defense. It really only matters who you are and what your preference is, but I'm gonna be honest, in real life, throwing a kick on the streets, it is a very high risk. Um, so that's why I feel like I would just stick to boxing and wrestling if I were to actually be trained to protect myself on the streets. But I still do train my kicks because if you know how to balance yourself and how to properly chamber your foot back, then you should be good with kicking. So, my heavy bag workout for the day, I'm just gonna do a bunch of different exercises for 1 minute. Um, I start with close range attacks, medium range attacks, and then long distance attacks. Because I feel like it's good to practice all of them. Every attacker is different. Some attackers, it's better to get in there and get them. And others, it's better to kind of keep your distance if you're just trying to get away from them. That's where kicks usually come in handy. So I'm going to start with my exercises, and then after that, I am going to do an endurance drill on the bag. I have not trained my combat endurance in a minute, so I'm going to be a little rusty, but that's what I got to get back into doing. Guys, look at my knees. They're all sorts of bruised up. That's Muay Thai for you. Shot! 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 For medium range, I usually do more boxing / kickboxing. I do have like one kick in there that I use for the rib cage, but the rest, boxing is more of a medium range type of combative. The switch kick is definitely good if you want to catch your opponent off guard. Definitely same thing with the question mark kick. Low, retract. Last but most certainly not least, endurance. I'm just going to be pulling a bunch of combatives on the bag until I get tired. I haven't done this in a minute, but let's just see how I do. Well, it's definitely safe to say that my endurance drill can use a little work, but now that I'm getting back into the groove of it, it's definitely going to get better. So, now the last thing I gotta do for my training for the day is my legs. After my squats, I always do this. squats do hurt my back here and there. So on to the leg extension. So as you could see, well, you can't even see the weights, but I'm only doing 50 pounds, although I'm doing 5 sets of 20. Higher weight, low reps, that's better for building muscle and strength, although higher reps and less weight are better for toning your muscles and building an endurance. And when I do this, I'm going to be going fast on the way up and slow on the way down, because the reason why I like to do lightweight and more reps for a lot of my workouts is, if you've seen one of my latest shorts, it's good for training your explosiveness and your speed, which could possibly potentially make your punches faster and more powerful. So like I said, I like to train both my strength and my endurance and my speed and flexibility and all that. I like to have a mixture of all of it, but I'm just going to shut up and get to it. Hey, don't think I don't notice you staring at my ass. This brings us to our last leg day workout, which is the calf rises. I always end my leg days with calf rises, so I'm going to do 5 sets of 20, because I feel like calves, they're an easy muscle to work out, especially because I'm only doing 2 plates of 45. Well, that's about it for today's video. I hope this gave you guys some motivation to get up and train. To those who like to train or want to get in shape or just learn new skills, don't be afraid to get up and learn something new. It takes more than motivation. It's also discipline. People get up every day even when they don't want to do these types of things, including me. I was not in the mood to get up today, but, it's got to get done. With that being said, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.